introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Indianapolis Colts. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 20. Six-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Foreman. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Foreman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Foreman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Come on now. First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Down, 90 Wolf.
Let's go. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Ready?
On 1st down, Cameron. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now 3rd and 15.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Box drop.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Snap.
He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcus Lawrence in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Key in 21, key in 21. Check 4, check 4.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Foreman. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
To throw here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? No score after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Cooper was the intended target. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, Those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing, but I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come on, QB, come on. Check. 53, come on.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 10. It's complete. Javon wins the open man. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
At the 37-yard line.
Set, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie! Five.
He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try the left side. Cameron, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 24-yard line.
I'm about to whoop you. Go lay down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike, you can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go.
Yep.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Come on. You better bring it.
Kill.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive of the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to the left corner, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's Foreman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second and 9 now. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now back to throw. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Returnable here for Callaway. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll run on first down. Foreman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Cowboys.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the counter, Elliott. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Royal. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Just like that.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, start.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Look at me, zipper.
Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike.
Ready?
Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go four verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go, baby.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Woo! Switch. Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
Second and 6. It's caught. Cameron left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They go.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. Okay.
Now a give, right side. Cameron. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Cameron, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Flush to his right. And he'll find Hall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And it should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Sponge, look at me. Go. Let's go.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go.
Check 48, the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 15, check 15. Shift.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Get him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ben Banagoo just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Mike's 50.
They're going to look to throw. Going for it all.
Gotcha.
As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throw left side complete. That's Rodriguez. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On 1st down, Foreman. And he's going to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Let's go.
Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A carry for Foreman, and he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Good defense holds them to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got it. Switch. Fine.
2nd and 10. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Foreman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.